Hello, I'm Nicole or Twitch, and welcome back to my channel. I'm doing readings again, but as usual, I'm hitting a roadblock. So I have 4 videos done, and something told me to go ahead and try to, go ahead and load them, but not put them out there yet, so that they're off of my device and nothing's loading. So I'm using the other phone to see if it works. So anyway, these are readings for witches, something to work on from now until Halloween, and possibly something to work on Halloween. So the deck that I'm working with, Season of the Witches. This is like a witchy Halloween deck. I have still not done the review yet, but anyway, this is for Leo. So, and as always, if you see this later, it's meant for you then, not now. And it may not be a message for you. Or some of it is and not all of it. Messages for Dear Leo. These cards are too big for me. And if you got the message very clearly before I start reading little passages from the book, so you got a clearer image because the cards are not very clear, then you can just skip over that part. I'm trying to make it as short as possible. All right, Leo. Could be getting tired too because this was all supposed to be done forever ago and I've been dealing with that. And I have been dealing with something else. A delivery. They got delivered to a neighbor's home. And luckily, even though I'm pretty sure they knew what it was, still brought it to my home. So, should this person be rewarded? I think so. Because they could have kept it. Jeez. Not feeling it, huh? My hands are like, dude, it's getting too cold for this. No message for Leo? If not, I'll move on and delete this. All right, that may be the case. I've been feeling like something's been getting in the way of me doing readings lately. Messages for Leo. This one's trying to flip. I keep getting this card and like most of the readings, ancestors. I feel like a lot of you need to work with your ancestors. And this is a 3. And it says, they hiss a quivering so deep only roots of your soul can lift the nakedness hidden within the vows made in silence. An ancient chill walking up on the spine. More messages for Leo. That would be a very short message. What's great is when you get all the cards that would possibly be linked together, all in the same reading. And then another set of all the cards that would possibly be linked together. Because in the book it'll say, if you also got this card, it is like very strongly recommended to pay attention to this specific card. And one of the readings got all the cards that it said. I'm just really hoping you guys get to see it because I tried to record it from this phone and it like wasn't letting me. Because as soon as I would hit the play button, like the video already starts, like it's not a pause or anything. And I've got these like icons at the bottom and I couldn't get it out. Like I really have been trying all day. I started this stuff yesterday and I washed the shirt and wore it again today. So it's a tarot shirt. I got it at Walmart. I think they're already gone. I've been seeing some cool shirts at Walmart lately. Okay, guys. I just got a vision of cards you would have gotten in a tarot reading. I see a King of Cups. I see a Queen too, but I don't think it's... Huh. It's not a Queen of Cups. Queen of Wands? Wait, this one's flipping. We got this card in the last reading, which wasn't supposed to be the last reading. I got them out of order by accident last night. Anyway, Wolf, 44, which breaks down to 8. Devour the ferociousness calling within the howling of your spirit. Run wildly into the freedom of your knowing. That one is an interesting card. Okay, that one's trying to pop out too. Ritual, 33, which breaks down to 6. Can you feel them? You see it good? Wild creatures linked by the very blood you will spill into your craft. A ritual of dedication to self and those whose gazes hold fire, but whose whispers carry you softly through the unknown. Okay, more than one card flew out. And because of my nails, I can't get it. There's a girl at work that kept asking me to pick something up for the other day because I had ripped my nails off. Ah. Oh. Right. Some good cards. All Hallows Eve, which is a 1. Call upon the voices that stir your senses through the night. Cast an unforgiven howl as you stomp your might through the ground. And we also got Broom, 8. What dreams may come from what you seek. Make room, make way. A clearing need be. This one's about, I remember seeing that one before, but not in the readings I've recently gotten since yesterday. That one's about, like, cleansing your home, I think. And Halloween is that's the first card I've gotten in these readings too. Some cards came out pretty often, some haven't came out at all, and some a few times. So, okay, that was more than one. Definitely, that was a lot of cards, like 4. And when I was trying to flip them over, only 1 was seen. Like 3 flipped over, 1 did not. I wish they had like something on the edge of your nails. Like the way my husband made my tarot thing. So that you can, like a little finger place. So you could pick things up. Yeah, that card's not coming up. It's not meant for you, okay? Okay. So I'm just going to pick the card up from the top. It's the Veil, 41, which breaks down to a 5. And that one's about, it says, it's quite possible your eyes have become the fog in which you dwell. A half-swallowed glimpse of all that you truly are or can be, that the tears you bleed are ready for the storms to turn the skies inward. It's about seeing things clearly, or maybe you don't want to see things the way they are, or you're seeing them halfway. It let me that time. Obviously, it wasn't meant for you or something. I don't know. This card was meant for you. As soon as I picked it up, I knew it was meant for you. I just couldn't get it. Reflection. It's a 32, which breaks down to a 5. And it says, beware of things you believe to see with eyes wide shut, for they are mirrors of the mad, and truths only spoken with a bleeding tongue. Yeah. I'm glad I kept going. I think I was, where I was getting upset about the readings, and when I finally like tuned in. So I apologize if I wasted some time, but now you see what happens when you're not meant. Like if your mind's not right, don't do readings. We got nature spirits. It's a 26, which breaks down to an 8. On your toes, twirl and twirl until you're ready to take flight. They arrive in the winds beneath your wings and speak through the swaying of the trees. This card, it was partly what I thought. It talks about animals, but then it wasn't. So, any more messages? Hold on, I'm getting a message. The ending is near. The ending is near, the beginning we fear. I would have thought that was for another reading, but is there something that's going to end that you're worried about? Or are you afraid about that door closing and another door opening? Are you worried it's not going to work out? Or I don't usually get things in rhymes. All right. Hold on, there's another message. Lose not. I'm not getting it all. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to this in the beginning. All right, let's start with nature spirits and wolf. Okay, nature spirits, and I'll go ahead and tell you there's keywords, so we will start with them first. Sacred and playfulness. Okay, I'm not going to read all this, but it talks about the sacredness of nature spirits is not generally acknowledged, and the world of Fae has existed alongside the human world for millennia. Our ancestors saw and believed in fairies. To them, fairies played a role in a bigger world than meets the eye. They are a reminder of things that are priceless in this life, and that often magic is missing in everyday life. And it goes on to talk about the little things in life that we don't pay attention to. So if you have pulled nature spirits, it could be because you have overlooked details in the daily grind. There are small things in your life that are sacred but have not been given the proper space. This could be a family member or project in your home. It could be yourself. When was the last time you felt genuine joy, had a big belly laugh, or felt truly loved and supported? You're being asked to be mindful of the little things in your life. These things are calling for you, desperate for your attention. They are a reminder that it's the small things in life that also make the world go around. My father taught me how to speed read when I was a kid. I'm talking about a kid, like 7. So, but sometimes as I get older, I got a lot on my mind. I'm ADHD, or this freaking bright light is in my eyes. I get tongue tied. So, let's go to Wolf. So that's what I was saying. Like, that card is not what you think it would be. And Wolf is the last card in the deck. It's 44. Instinct and freedom. Okay, so instinct and intuitions are gifts from the powers that be to help us discover happiness, support, and well-being. Intuition is our inner knowing that connects us to the intelligence of the spirit realm and to the intelligence of earth. Sadly, many of us muted our animal natures. We've become too reliant on what we can see and have forgotten to tap into the intelligence that is already available to us. Wolf is calling to remind you that you know your way home. You may feel lost or confused about something in your life. You may not know which direction to travel or what is safe to pick up along the way. I was told you have the instinct. Okay, sorry, I had to interrupt that. You have instinct. Tap into it. Use it. It is not, you're not crazy, okay? Okay, so Wolf allows you, your instinct, it's funny, to take over. You receive this guidance through the urges you feel. It's like a push and pull right in the center of your being. Take a few moments to feel these urges when faced with a decision. You could start with something small like which toothpaste to buy or which blog to read. This will help you to build trust in your instincts. Eventually, you will be able to tap into this energy at will and use it for every decision you make in life, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and go to Ritual and All Hallows Eve. So, sorry. Okay, All Hallows Eve 1, which you know is beginnings, emotion and summoning. Okay, it talks about Saman is, I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. I've never heard the word, but I've read it a lot, obviously. I'm a witch. It is not the same for, like, all parts of the world. Like, when it is, it's... Sorry, I heard something outside. Anyway, but it's the same intention. A day to honor those who have passed on, as well as celebrating passing of summer and the coming of winter. On this night, the veil between our world and the next is at its thinnest. Spirits are given a chance to pass over to find their resting place, and loved ones who have passed can visit. We take advantage of this magical time by harnessing the open energy from the spiritual realms. Communication with spirits and guides are more natural than any other night of the year. It's a beautiful time to deepen a psychic practice or start a new one or to call on the help of the powers that be. Working magic on this night is likely to lead to success, even if you've never worked a spell before. And that's what I was saying. That's why I wanted to do these readings. Is there something specific you guys can do on Halloween, okay? If you have pulled this card, you are being called to summon your inner magic. The spiritual realm is smiling on you and is waiting to be made use of. Some additional ways to use this energy is to create an altar that stays, and that is the next card, but you didn't get it, throughout the year, or working with one of the correspondences of Simone. Additionally, you might try working with more profound, darker energies, such as crone energy, or dark goddess, such as Hecate, or Hecate, or Morrigan. Calling on a deity regularly will help you develop the ability to summon power at will. Okay, so we are going to go on to Ritual and Broom. Let's go to Broom. Sorry, that way I don't... we passed it. All right. Clearing, purifying, and home. Yes. A broom or a besom can be found in any home for sweeping dust and dirt. However, a broom to a witch is more than a simple household tool. Oh, liquor. It holds a special significance and sweeps more than dust and dirt away. Well, that wasn't a bad one. Brooms are often used to sweep away negative energy in a similar way to Native Americans burning white sage. It sweeps away the physical and invisible energies that have crept in from the outside world. I don't know if you can tell, but I am Greek and Cherokee, and I use white sage and a broom. Okay. This clearing of energy contributes to a witch's well-being, clearing out the old and dusty, a witch makes space for the new. Sweeping out negative energy, a witch raises her vibration, therefore her strength. When the broom sweeps into your life, you are being guided to do some cleaning. Some things surrounding your current situation have been neglected. You need to clear out this dust of the past. This card can also mean clearing your aura. As healers, we tend to hold on to the energy of others for much longer than we needed. It's important to do regular purification rituals to keep your... Oh, and you got ritual too. To keep your aura nice and tidy. This message is amplified if you also pull the... never mind, we didn't. The more you clear out the old, the more you make room for new energies to come into your life. Removing things both physical or metaphorical from your life, such as mementos from past relationships, or giving away things that remind you of old situations, helps with that process of clearing. I have a jacket that I'm going to replace. It doesn't remind me of that person, but it reminds me of the BS I went through in that time period. And it's just time to... But anyway, so I think this is getting to be pretty clear for you that there's something to get rid of and something new coming in. We're going to go to Ritual. Sorry. Dedication and harnessing. Okay, so rituals. That's the very foundation of a witch's practice. It is the doorway to worlds unseen and a rite of passage. It is a deliberate honoring of the wise ones who've walked before us, the spiritual ones who watch over us. It is also a dedication to self, a place where you can find yourself in your practice and harness the power within. Okay, so it's a dedication to your craft. They can be different for everyone. They are even more critical than the day-to-day stuff of life. It's important to take time to honor your magic and the magic of those you call upon. By doing so, you're making a choice. If you have pulled rituals because you are being drawn to honor your magic in a more profound way, you are being asked to explore your power as a witch truly and to find the proper time and energy to develop your craft. Maybe you're like me and after you've done it for a while, I wouldn't say it gets old, but it's not as exciting anymore. Or you feel too ran down or too busy or overwhelmed. But we have to make time for that. We have to. It's who we are. It's what makes us us. It's needed. It is like taking a shower. It's like when your kids are driving you crazy and you just need to lock yourself in a bathroom. You get what I'm saying? My mother used to do that to me. I wasn't an easy child. Okay. Where was I? Okay, so making time to honor each step of ritual magic through intention is like sending out a beacon saying, I'm here and ready to own my power as a witch. The powers that be, they say that a lot, that be, will notice your efforts and begin to give you more power as a reward. So I think there's something that you're trying, I don't see it here, but there is something, I think maybe you're trying to figure out what your power is. Like right now, I started thinking about this recently. There are some types of magic I've never worked with, and I want to do that. And they can be dark, but it doesn't mean it has to be. So anyway, we're going to move on to reflection veil. Okay, so the one right before it is reflection, truth and fear. It can be challenging to stand in the truth of who you are today. No one wants to say, I'm overweight, or I'm in debt, or I'm sabotaging my goals. However, pretending these circumstances do not exist is like hiding under a sheet of paper in a rainstorm. It will protect you for a few moments, but eventually the water will soak through and you will be forced to face your reality. Or in this case, your reflection. Reflection has come into your reading to ask you to be honest with yourself. Stop hiding from the situation you're facing. You must use where you are as a starting place for any real change to occur. I have never read something and got visions at the same time. I'm ADHD. I can't do that, but I did. There is something that you're doing that is not meant for you. I think you're trying to force something and you're not trying to see what you're supposed to see. Are you scared? Is it something you don't think you're going to be interested in? I don't know. Okay, so the veil. Oh, wrong direction. Sorry. Towards the end. Oh, almost turned right to it. So it's crossing or revealing truth and concealment. Like I said, it is basically like, here, let me just, you're seeing this because new truths will soon be revealed in your situation. Things are being uncovered that were waiting for the conditions to be just right so that they can present themselves to you in the most effective way. Be sure to keep your mind open to receiving messages in unusual ways. Notice any recurring signs or symbols or even feelings. There is no coincidence for you at this time. And also know that, where is it? Okay, each year you have a chance at receiving supercharged advice from those who know everything in the entire universe, ancestors. So you need to call upon your ancestors on Halloween because this is the night the veil between the worlds is at its thinnest and the spirit realm is as close as ever going to be here on earth. It's like a toll-free call to every spiritual helper from the gods and goddesses to your ancestors, your angels, ghosts, you name it. So that's what you need to do. You need to talk to them. You need to figure out what you need to do. They may be able to help you. Whatever situation you have coming up. I'm making sure I already read everything. So anyway, this is longer than I planned it to be. And until next time, stay witchy.